Some time ago, I heard the story of a little boy that was in Sunday school. And after Sunday school, his dad said, "So what did you learn today?" And the little boy said, "It was Joshua and the Battle of Jericho." Well, the dad wanted to learn more, so he said, "So what did you learn? What happened?" "Well, this is what happened," the boy said. "Joshua surrounded Jericho, and then he called it an airstrike. He had tanks come in and blow down the wall, and then the special forces went in and took the city." Well, the father looked at the boy and he said, "Is that what your Sunday school teacher told you?" The boy said, "Well, no, but if I told you the way that she told us, you'd never believe it." Welcome to the Word for 2021. Today we're in Joshua chapter 6. Here in Joshua chapter 6, there is a totally unexpected battle plan that God gives to Joshua. God told Joshua that they were to go and march around the city of Jericho for 6 days, one time each day. Then, on the seventh day, they were to march around the city 7 times. 7 priests were to blow 7 trumpets of ram's horn. With a long blast, then all the people were to shout, and the walls would fall down flat. Now, I want you to notice what happens in verse 10 of chapter 6. Joshua does not tell the people what day to shout. In other words, they didn't know the day, but they were simply called to obey. They were to march and they were to wait for the signal in order to shout. On the 7th day, they marched around the city 7 times. Then a long blast of the trumpets was given, and the people shouted with a great shout, and the wall fell flat. Rahab and her family, however, were spared. Their house was in the wall, but because she obeyed and had a scarlet cord tied in her window, she and her family were saved. Joshua also gave these instructions to the people when they went into the city. Do not touch any of the devoted things. Why? Because this was God's first fruit of the land. Everything belonged to God alone. If you would, it was God's tithe. The city was devoted to God, so therefore every devoted thing, that being silver, gold, bronze, and iron, belonged to God and was to go into the treasury. All living things, however, were to be destroyed. Well, why? Why complete destruction? We're given the answer in Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 4. God was judging the sinfulness of the people of Jericho, and the nation of Israel was simply God's instrument of judgment. God judged the people of Jericho. God gave the city to Israel. God, however, got the glory because God did all of the fighting. God did what man could never do. God did the miraculous. Thank you for joining the Word for 2021.